Think Latakia is just smoke in a bowl? Well, this blend is about to politely prove you wrong. This is Stay Smokin. Hey, I'm Paul.
And I'm Cole.
And today we are going to be refined and smoking a wonderful, wonderful pipe blend, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Again, we've smoked multiple different aromatics of this. I don't think you've tried this specific blend, though.
I have not. I'm looking forward to smoking this Pese Canoe Latakia 20 Broken Flake Pipe Tobacco. You've spoken much about Latakia, and it's very traditional. I understand that. Is this one particularly traditional, or is it just partially traditional? Like, what's the story?
I think it's less on the Latakia and more on the Virginia Orientals as well. It's the Latakia 20, so I think it's a little bit like 20% Latakia,
It's
and then the
blend.
rest.
Yeah, the blend is less.
It's more. It's a little lighter. They also have a 40 version, which is heavier on the Latakia
It's
as well.
so heavy.
Okay.
Brian on Twitch says, "Good morning, everyone."
Good morning.
Good morning.
On Twitch. All right. Nice to see you, Brian.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. I guess if you're out west, it's morning.
True.
If it's like 11 o'clock in the morning, and just after 11 on the west coast.
Yep.
Mountain time, it's noon. I feel like Brian Williams from old school CBC.
Yeah.
6 p.m. here in Toronto, downtown Toronto. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about this that I know according to the sheet I have here.
right.
So this Pese Canoe Latakia 20 Broken Flake Pipe Tobacco, it's originally Turkish. Its strength is mild, and it comes in 50-gram bags. The cut is broken flake. We'll explain that a bit later. The mix is Turkish-grown Virginia, Oriental, and Turkish Latakia tobaccos. The flavors and aromas. Well, this blend offers a refined English-style smoke with notes of wood, dried plums, figs, light campfire smoke, gentle spice, and a natural Virginia sweetness. The drink pairings, the suggested ones, are medium roast black coffee or a Speyside single malt scotch, such as a Glenlivet 12. Suggested specific pairing, a cup of Earl Grey is an especially good match. The bergamot citrus complements the blend's floral orientals and plum-like sweetness while allowing the Turkish Latakia to remain the star. So today I've decided to go ahead with a triple espresso and cream coffee, which, you know, it's a preferred coffee of mine. I figured a coffee would go well. And in retrospect, I'm thinking maybe I should have done an Earl Grey. Earl Grey is one of my favorite teas. I should have done an Earl Grey. Yeah, Earl Grey.
I like a London fog.
London fog. Very nice.
Made with Earl Grey. Yeah.
Maybe, yes. Actually, I'm gonna take a real quick sip now. I said I was take a sip after we smoked, but
Yeah, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to pair, so I just grabbed the classic
course you
Monster.
did.
You know,
of course you did.
you got to keep energized when you're.
See, this is my energy, old school energy, just plain old coffee. Well, it's not plain old coffee. It's really good Cigar Chief coffee, actually.
I like my caffeine to be mixed with chemicals and carbonation. So
Is that an age thing? Am I being ageist now by saying that?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, I guess I kind of
It
am.
might be an age thing.
You know
Like,
what? Whatever.
Personally, I do both.
You
so
do.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, but you're in that weird, generation that sort of like straddles that and this and whatever.
We don't have identities.
Okay, so shall we get packing with this? And
Yeah,
put
let's
this
get into
stuff
it.
in our bowl. So broken flake is basically a flake that's been broken into small pieces. It's as it's described, right?
Yeah. So you'd think traditional flake, like the thing that pops into my head would be like the Mac Baron Navy flake. It's basically that, but already broken up. You still get a little bit of the kind of flake, as you can see.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll pull that onto camera there. You still kind of get that flake, and you still need to break it up, but it's a little bit less of a process.
Okay, so a flake would be like more having the process of actually breaking it up.
Yeah,
So-
breaking it up, mixing it in between your hands to break it up. This one still have to kind of do that to get a nice pack, but it's a little bit easier.
I'm gonna
approachable.
follow suit with how you do this. Yeah, from what I understand, it's kind of like buying an artisanal loaf of bread,
Yep.
but then cutting up into small pieces, like croutons or something like that. You still get the same flavor. It's just smaller bites.
Have we smoked a flake on stream before?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
so this is new to me.
Yeah, so this is where it gets fun.
Okay, because I've been I think you know this, but actually you do because we've messaged each other when it's happened. I have been enjoying my pipe quite a bit at home, and really happy to embarked on this journey.
I'm gonna borrow the sheet
Wait, I'm
so
gonna
I can
watch
have
it
some
first.
more space to break this up. Take a handful of it.
What I understand too is it's easier to pack than a full flake. It's a slower, cooler burn than most ribbon cuts, and better moisture retention, helping preserve flavor. That's all true.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, I just like to take it and start rubbing it in between my hands. Really, let that
Okay.
break up a bit.
It's funny because we can't see what you're doing, but we can hear. Well, we can hear it fall on the paper. Put that in the shot.
Try to do it over here. Let's get the pipes out of the way.
Yeah. I'm just gonna smell this for a second. Oh, wow! That smells.
Do you smell the campfire on it?
What I smell reminds me of a real peaty Scotch. I smell peat. Like, yeah, I smell like a good Scotch, a good Islay malt.
So you want it broken up to
Yep.
where it's good enough to pack.
Okay.
You still get a little bit of those kind of flake pieces still in there, but you're fine. I think that would be, well,
Is that enough
just
for you
run
to?
it through
Yeah.
one more time. I'd say it's good to pack now.
So again, another reason why like pipe smoking is more of a process than cigar smoking. I mean, and that process is part of the hobby, part of the enjoyment of it.
Yeah, especially when you get into your things like the cakes or the pressed stuff, circle cut, rope cut. It's all the process, right? You don't get the same feel from a cigar. You don't get the same feel from like a ribbon cut pipe tobacco either, even though it's still a little bit of a process. This just has some more extra steps to it that kind of, I don't know, wind you down and kind of bring relaxation.
That's what I was getting at. Is like that this process makes you focus more on the pipe itself, on the tobacco, on the whole experience. So you really have to pause, put everything aside, and get into it. Which I like the idea of that. I am in desperate need. I say it's so desperately, but I'm in desperate need of being able to singularly focus on one thing only. My mind is always all over the place, and when I do smoke a pipe at home, I find myself sort of sitting back like I do in the chair here on the deck. And the whole process, I'm thinking about it and it only. It's kind of like golf. You know, you're focusing in on that one ball. I know you don't play golf very often.
No,
but
not
for
that
me,
often.
it's like, it's more of like hate to put it this way, a mental enema. Like, you know, I'm able to clear my mind and focus on one thing and come out of it, go, okay, ready to continue. I feel like pipe smoking is like obviously a much shorter time
Version of that, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
You have to break yours up.
Okay. So I'll take about yay much.
Yeah, I would think that would be good enough.
What about twisting it or just pulling it apart? Like, what do you? Or,
Twisting it, rubbing it in your hand, pulling it apart. Yeah, everyone has a different preference. I've even seen people just roll the flake up and stick it in their pipe unbroken. But that personally, I wouldn't. I personally would feel I wouldn't get a good enough burn from it, so that's something I avoid. But yeah, just breaking it up till it's basically a ribbon cut. At that
Gotcha.
point.
How long does the smell stick to your hand?
That's a good question. Although
Because it's a pretty, Latakia is a strong smell.
it is, but like I say, it really reminds me of a good Scotch, like a good peaty Scotch. If you like peaty Scotch, again, like a Lagavulin or Lafrague.
Reminds me of a campfire.
Now, I find that this one doesn't stick to your hands as much, but if you're dealing with like a straight Latakia, like I have some blending Latakia at home, and it's pretty strong.
Yeah. Is it more like tar in it, or
Way more campfire smell than this. Like this, you get that campfire smell, especially when you start smoking it. That one is pure, like, oh, I open up the jar, someone started a fire outside in the backyard kind of thing.
Oh wow. Okay. Now, initially, I just poke my finger into it, like before I. Oh, it's gummy.
Yep. Yeah, that's just because of the way that it was pressed in order to get that flake and then broken up again.
Now, okay, still a good draw. And that's one thing I'm still experimenting with and trying to figure out is how tight to pack it without impeding the smoke, the draw. And I don't know if I've packed it well enough, or sometimes maybe too much, and I get this plug at the bottom.
Yep.
That I can't quite light later on. And then when I'm emptying my pipe, I'm like, oh, look at all that wasted tobacco at the bottom.
Yeah, and that's just because you've probably compressed it down too much
Right.
at the start. So yeah, lightly kind of press, firm and light, and then kind of as you go, you can press a little bit more.
Firm and light, like
strong.
military intelligence.
Yeah.
It's the oxymoron. Firm and tight. Jumbo shrimp. Okay. Is that like enough? This is something I've been meaning to ask you too. Is that enough, like, and then to put on my loose for the false light? Okay. All right. A little bit more of a process, but I like that. I almost forget that we're live here. Like we're just doing.
I
this.
will admit, I find it's definitely. I catch myself thinking when we're packing pipes that it's definitely weird for the audience to have all this dead air, but it's such a relaxing. It's such a relaxing like method and the way you pack it that I don't really want to talk. I know that
Treat it
sounds
as
bad
a-
for stream, but
Treat it as an ASMR thing.
yeah.
Well, it definitely takes a lot longer to light though.
Yeah, right off the bat, the false light takes a bit to get going, just because of the way the cut is for the tobacco.
And every time I exhale between lights, I
Yeah.
keep on blowing out the flame. Mind you, here, can I borrow that later? 'Cause I know I just purged yours and filled it up, so it should be good.
Rainmaker says, "Afternoon, fellas."
Hey,
Layla.
Rainmaker, how's it going?
Hello.
Yeah, the silence is deafening.
I think you might be a little too overpacked.
Yeah?
Yeah. If it's coming over and it's overflowing from the bowl, it's going to cause your false light to have a bit of an issue.
So what should I do here? Just get rid of some of this?
I'd probably shave a bit of it off.
Okay, put that in the ashtray. What do you think? Ready to go?
Yeah, you should be a little bit better.
I'm still green at this, relatively. I've been smoking at home. If you've just tuned in, we're smoking a Pese Canoe Latakia 20 Broken Flake pipe tobacco, and I'm still learning.
Yep, it takes some time to get used to. Like every bowl is different too, so you might get used to packing that one and then buy a new pipe and then find out that, oh, this is too much for me to pack in this bowl. So yeah, you're going now. There you go.
Yeah, it's certainly not like the typical aromatics that I've been enjoying with the Captain Black Dark Blend and the Pese Canoe Yellow Label.
It's a more natural flavor, right?
It is, but there's enough sweetness. Like it mentions a slight Virginia sweetness. I don't know if I'm picking that up, but there's still a nice sweetness to it.
Yeah, it gets balanced out by that Virginia. And then the Oriental and the Latakia kind of play nice on each other and give you that smoky feel and taste.
I was at the hospital last week, took Lisa in post-op stuff, and there was an older gentleman who kept on going outside. His wife was in, and I saw him with a pipe much like yours.
Yep.
And he kept every half hour he was heading out and having a quit pipe. And I was dying to talk to him about it. Didn't get a chance to.
Mm-hmm. I could smell the Latakia kind of fire smell, smoky smell from a campfire in the air already.
Yeah.
On the room note.
Oh, yeah, that's totally different, completely different. But I'm hold on, I just got something there, like a toasted fig or something.
Yep, toasted, kind of toasted, woody note. I mean, I've always described it as just smoking a campfire.
Oh, it's more than that. It's more complex than that. I mean, at the very basic level, yeah. Oh, this is very different than what I'm used to.
You're starting to lean into the chair. I can see already.
Yeah. Well, that's pipe smoking for you, right? But this is not something I expected to enjoy as much as I am right now.
Now, here's a good question for you. I know you've never smoked a Latakia, so what Not rudely, but what were you like expecting going into this?
Well, when you because you kept on saying campfire and less aromatic and more just straight up, tobacco and campfire. And I know that I had a Drew Estates fire cured. Was it Just a Friend? That had a very strong mesquite flavor, which was good as far as that's concerned. Would I choose that? Not necessarily. So I was likening it to that.
Right.
This is a bit more, as it says, refined and more complex than I expected. I expected, like you said, straight up campfire. Yep, there's definitely a campfire smell, but there's more to it. Maybe it's this particular blend. It's not just straight up Latakia that's offering up that complexity that gives pause to sort of think about, okay, what am I tasting?
Yeah.
Like a good scotch or some sort of good drink where you gotta, there's layers to it. There's the nose, the initial on your lips, then your tongue, and then you'll swish it around, and then the aftertaste. And there's like all those multi layers. Like a cigar has multi layers. This reminds me of that experience, that multi layered experience.
Yeah, I was trying my best to find something to compare it to for you. That was the first thing that popped into my mind, the fire cure, just based on the smell of it. If I had the option to actually recommend something that would be close, cigar-wise, to pipe tobacco, it would be a blend that's no longer made by AJ.
Oh.
The Spectre, it had both a cigar. It was the first cigar ever rolled that had Latakia tobacco in it.
Wow.
And then they also had the pipe tobacco blend as well, which is extremely hard to find.
In a cigar.
So the cigars that they had rolled used Latakia pipe tobacco, and then they had a pipe tobacco blend of that tobacco they rolled with pipe tobacco and stuff.
Gotcha.
That
Do you
could
know
smoke
why
as
they
well.
stopped the Latakia one?
I think it was just a limited release kind of thing, collaboration with Lane.
Oh, it was Lane Limited.
Yep,
Oh.
that was back in 2014.
Damn, that was a while.
I can see how an Earl Grey tea definitely would. Something sweeter, something with a little aroma to it to balance out this. But I don't know if I enjoy coffee. I enjoy this coffee. I'm not picking up the pairing of this coffee
On the
with
coffee?
No.
Maybe
No,
you need something that's just straight black coffee.
Either that or the Earl Grey. I can imagine the Earl Grey being a bit more. Yeah, which will offer up some of the fruit, some of the toasted fruit in here, mixed with the sort of sweetness and aroma of the Earl Grey tea. I could imagine that working.
I mean, I'm drinking a guava monster, and I took a sip of it. I did notice like toasted fruit as soon as I took the sip of my kind of fruity drink. So
Toasted fig is what I'm getting a lot of.
Well, he's getting toasted guava.
I'm always worried about how I'm poking around the tobacco and the ash as we're going to make sure I'm not ruining it or doing anything wrong. So at this stage of the game, I should be relighting.
yeah, I'd give it another light. Real quick, while you're lighting that, I find Latakia doesn't go out as often either. But that is the sign for the code.
So what do we think the code is today? If we're talking Pese Canoe, Latakia. I'm going with Latakia.
You're taking the easy one on me. Canoe?
Wrong.
Both wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, you're both wrong.
flake.
Okay.
Flake.
No, you can't change.
Can't
your
change it now.
answer. That's ridiculous. It's broken.
Broken. Oh, well, in between. So the 10% off code for only this particular pipe tobacco, Pese Canoe Latakia 20 Broken Flake Tobacco, is broken. BROKEN. Quite simple. And that 10% off code for this particular tobacco is good until midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time at cigarchief.com. Or if you're lucky enough to come see us in person at the front store, come on by until 7 p.m. this evening.
Is this stuff on sale right now?
I was just going to say that, Cole. It is on sale for 15% off right now, so you can get an additional 10% off with code BROKEN. So yes, codes do stack.
So we can't stack our employee code on top of the
No.
sale, though, can we? So you guys get a better deal. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Except I get to smoke this right now.
Blue Line
see.
Hobby on Instagram says Steve Saka makes pipe tobacco blend cigars.
Steve
Steve Saka. Okay, interesting. We'll have
Yeah.
to check that out.
Steve Saka.
Yeah, because now I'm curious.
tobacco
I'd like to get my
cigars.
hands on some of those and give them a try.
Blue Line, where are you watching us from? Just out of curiosity. Okay, this is going well now. And
Oh,
I'm
so the
still
company,
getting
that's just the guy's name, the founder. The company's called Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust.
Dunbarton. Okay, I've had one of their blends before. It was given to me from Josh McGee, who went down to PCA.
in New Orleans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He gave me one of those. It was pretty good cigar, in my opinion.
Now, was it a specific pipe blend?
No, it was.
Oh,
It
I
was
missed
not
it.
that.
Shout out to Oddball for the follow on Twitch.
Awesome. Thank you
Thanks
for the follow. Oddball? Nice.
Oddball. All right. So this is
This is what Blue Line was talking about, right? Blue Line Hobby?
this is one of them at least. This is aromatic number 1.
They put
they
black
got a multiple.
Cavendish in that. Oh, that would be so nice.
It's Black Cavendish, Golden Virginia, and Burley Pipe.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Wow.
Thanks for the heads up, Blue Line. That's awesome.
Yeah, this is interesting. An English number 27.
Burley and Turkish leaf.
What
We
was this
should
one up
talk
here?
to Kyle about this.
Cavendish, Burley, Choice, Virginia. Bright and Red, Virginia. There's some options here. My goodness.
Holiday 2024. Yeah. Did any of them have Latakia in them?
No, I'm not seeing any with
Okay.
Latakia.
But still, very unique.
Interesting. Thanks for the heads up. I love the chat for this.
Still will stop.
Oh, that's the name of the blend, Stillwell?
Yeah.
Nice.
Noted.
Yeah, sorry. We were engrossed in reading that. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I was
that's,
like, what else is in these? Oddball says, hi, how are you doing today? We are doing great, Oddball. Thank
Awesome.
you. How are
Despite the
you?
weather.
Yeah, the weather's pretty
Poopy today.
dog out here.
That's okay though. That's okay. We've had some warm, sunny weather, and I gotta say it again. Our well is in desperate need of water. So thank you very much to the rain gods for offering us the rain today.
I think the whole country, at least specifically in Ontario, definitely needed the water.
Northwestern Ontario.
Yeah, definitely.
so
Shout
that's
out to
good.
everybody up there.
Yep.
Audible says my favorite cigar is the 2001 Gurkha Solomon. We got a Gurkha lover in chat. Ayo.
Well.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
See, they exist. I told you.
Oh yeah, like the people that love Gurkha,
They're
they
diehard Gurkha.
love Gurkha.
Yeah.
Personally, it's just not like a blend that I would reach for anytime. Is there any reason why you like that specific cigar, like the flavor notes, or is it just the size?
Oh my gosh. He says there's only one person that sells that cigar, and he bought all 25,000 of them.
What?
Oh,
That's crazy. He
okay.
didn't give anybody else a chance? That's pretty selfish, if you ask me.
25,000 or
Yeah.
2,500?
25,000.
Okay.
25,000.
Yeah.
He
Wow.
wrote it out, so it's very specific.
Wow. All right.
Blue Line Hobby
Blue Line
says
from Brockville. All right, nice. Just down the highway,
Oh.
not too far from us. Blue Line, is that not the name of the? I'm thinking of the latest EP Carrillo. That's
No, blue. Deep
Sapphire.
blue. Deep blue.
blue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Oddball says 25,000.
Yikes.
You're set for life.
No, I don't think he bought it all. Some other guy did.
Okay.
I was gonna say we got a high rolling whale out there watching the stream.
Yeah. 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 You haven't have you smoked much Gurkha? Just going on a little side.
Are you really asking me this?
Yeah.
Okay. I've had a few. Do I need to go on?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few as well, specifically the White Rascal and Ghost. And I've had the Cellar Reserve 18-year, the Koi. But I found the Koi, the 18-year, specifically that size, could not get a draw on it at all.
Wow, interesting. I had 2 or 3 ghosts. I don't know if it was the Humidor that my friend Uday kept them in because they were his. He bought a box, and every time we had one, it would flower, It would crack. It was just I didn't enjoy that experience. I think it was the sticks themselves. I don't think it was Gurkha's fault necessarily. So then I gave Gurkha another chance with the 15-year old reserve bourbon barrel reserve.
Yeah,
How you doing?
that's fair.
Adam's favorite cigar used to be the Gurkha coffee tobacco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that makes
He likes the infused ones though.
infused. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, does he like the acid, the Cuba acid?
I don't think he tried those. No, he likes like the coffee flavored ones, like the Macanudo.
Macanudo M coffee
the nub,
is really good.
The nub ones.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
loved those. I think he still stashed some before we sold out. Oddball says the shop is in Loomis, California.
All right.
Okay.
American. Oh, Blue Line says start getting him in.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we'll try.
We'll definitely look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, the way you were describing the first cigars for Gurkha that you smoked, that sounds to me like a humidity problem.
I think so.
Yeah, especially if it was splitting, like the wrapper was splitting.
Yeah. Well, like the burn was flowering, like the ash
Right.
was flowering. It wasn't a solid ash. The second one it cracked and then flowered, so that was definitely a humidity issue.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the third one. I know I just got angry, to be quite honest. And I think that user error. Sorry, Uday, but that user error with his humidor, I think tainted my opinion, if you will.
I do like how the story of Gurkha started, though. Do you know the story of it?
Loosely.
Yeah, the owner was in India and he was going down through street vendors and he found a street vendor who was selling cigars and he bought a couple of them and smoked them and just decided right there that he was going to buy all of his cigars and his blends and then just made it into a company.
Really?
Yeah, which
Okay,
is kinda
I
funny.
knew nothing of that part of the story. No.
Yeah, he was just on vacation and then next thing you know, he owned a cigar company.
That's crazy.
I think Gurkha. We can all agree Gurkha is probably one of the most talked about blends as far as one way or the other. Kind of like cilantro or Dr. Pepper, and how people either love it or hate it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like, and I think Gurkha is that like, they're very successful. They make great cigars. I mean, lots of people love them, and they
Yeah.
love them legitimately. So, and it sounds like
Tasty Craftsman. I wonder if you meant to say that or not.
I saw that. I got a little
Gurkha
chuckle.
prize fighter. Really good cigarettes for the money.
I mean, they have to be doing
something.
something.
Joke or if you meant actual cigar and it just auto-corrected.
They have to be doing something right if they've been around for what,
It's
like 30
true.
years?
It's
So
true, yeah. Oddball says, what is the ideal humidity to have?
you're gonna want. I keep it at about 70, but anywhere from 65 to 70.
I'll tell you right now. You talking about humidor for cigars specifically, or are we
Yeah.
talking about pipe tobacco? Well, I would say like for my humidor, which I finally seasoned and I finally got it up and running, and it has been, I think, remaining consistent with relative humidity at between 67 and 68. So it's constantly right there, which is great. Temperature is about 72 degrees. It's just perfect right now, and it's maintaining. So I'm very happy with that. No matter what, I would also include a digital hygrometer that displays both relative humidity and temperature, so you can
Yeah.
at a quick glance see. I find that like the analog hygrometers, they tend to either rust or seize or whatever,
Yeah.
and they're not easily read.
Aesthetically, they're nice.
Aesthetically,
but
yeah.
they're sometimes not the most reliable.
Yeah.
Also, I've heard some people like to keep their cohibas at 65
Okay.
on the lower end. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just preference. Rainmaker says the problem with them is that they were Gurkha.
Rainmaker, I gotta be careful what I say here, but Rainmaker.
Oddball says if I'm talking about for a human or I have a little human door with an adjustable humidity and temperature. What do you mean by human door?
I think it's just a
Humidor.
Oh, humidor.
It's like Hodor. I'm a human door.
Yeah, like
Not
you
for a
can
humidor, yeah.
you can calibrate those analog ones and feel like you're pretty close, but still you're gonna be off. And those digital ones are just so like
They're
on
bang
point.
on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I don't know, last week or something, I asked Lisa, can you check to see what the humidity is at in the humidor? And she walked over and she goes, 58. I'm like, what? No, oh no, what happened? And like I was all freaking out, like, oh no, they're gonna dry up. And she goes, yeah, what's what it says? And I said, what are you looking at? He goes, like, but the hand is at about round 58. The hand? No, forget that.
Yeah.
Because it seized, right, on this humidor. And I said, no, inside you can see. You don't have to open the door. Just look through the glass. You'll see at the top shelf. And she's, oh, okay, 68.
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay, good. We're good.
Yeah, I'm currently rehydrating a Cuban actually.
Yeah?
I got one passed off by from Skylar. He was generous enough to give me it, and it's been sitting right next to the humidity pack, trying to suck in as much moisture because it needs it for sure.
Yeah, I think I got a bunch off of Skylar as well because Skylar doesn't smoke cigars, but he was getting the weekly the freebies, the freebie Friday ones, and so I got a bunch of those, and they were quite dry. I don't know if they'll be resurrected, but they're all on the bottom layer of my bottom shelf right now.
Yeah.
As long as they're not too far gone, it might just take 2 or 3 months for them to rehydrate.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
gonna leave them in there.
I checked on that Cuban. Excuse me. I checked on that Cuban last night at some point when I was pulling a couple cigars to throw in my desk humidor here at work. And yeah, the crunch has started to go away. It's starting to feel like a actual like hydrated cigar now. So
Cool. Now my worry is getting overly hydrated and it becomes spongy, and then the draw tightens, and then it
yeah,
introduces potentially mold. Mind you, what I've done is I put in glycol in a little dish at the bottom, as well as a little mini food container that has distilled water. I think the glycol will sort of dissuade the mold from growing. Hopefully, I'm not too worried about mold though because the temperature is quite low.
So Oddball apologizes. He says, sorry, I'm using speech to text. So I have to kind of decipher some of his messages here.
That's all right.
First, he says, have you ever heard of the podcast called Beyond the Humidor? Nope.
No,
Beyond
I
the
haven't.
humidor, no.
No. And then he says, I have $600 Cuban cigars I bought in Italy. Ooh, what cigars? We'd love to know.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Bulldogs. Say Bulldogs.
Bulldog, good afternoon to our friends at Cigar Chief, an exceptional business, great sponsor, and even better people. Wow, thank you for your kind support. Thank you for your continued support, guys. See you soon. Awesome. Oh, Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Yeah, we sponsor them.
Awesome.
Shout out
Cool.
to
Nice to see you.
Bulldogs.
Shout out to the Bulldogs.
I had to kind of mix my pipe up, re-ream it, and then relight.
So tell me what to do here, because I'm getting kind of like, do I tap out some of that ash or leave it?
You could tap it out. I just stick the thing in, mix it up a little bit, re-ream, relight. Personal preference.
I'm gonna follow suit with you because you've been doing this more than I have, and you haven't steered me wrong yet. So I'll follow your lead.
Maybe on the Mon Cherie that I recommended you, because I know you didn't specifically like that blend as
Yeah,
much.
but you know what? That was my fault too, because Cole suggested that I mix Mon Cherie with some Captain Black.
Yeah, Black Cavendish specifically.
Black Cavendish, and what I did was in haste I just layered it as opposed to properly mixed it, so that's why I didn't enjoy it as much as I probably could have if I had done it properly.
Oddball says, yeah, correct. They were Trinidad cigars. I don't know if we had to remove the band from them before you could take them into America. Oh, America. I'm not sure. We're Canadian. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about the
We don't have to really
embargo.
worry about that. As long as we claim them, like, we're fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the.
How are they gonna know if they're Cuban if you just have them all in bags, no bands on them?
That's true.
Well, if it was us as cigar detectives,
We
figure
could
it
find
We
out,
could
yeah.
find out. Yeah.
We are getting up there, and
I'm not. You know what? I got to be careful how cocky I get, because somebody's going to make it more difficult week to week. Although this past Monday, if you don't know, Mondays is Mystery Mondays. Kayla gives us a singular cigar unbanded, and we got to guess out of 3 which one it is. And this week was tough. It was a Scura Robusto. Was all the clues we had.
yeah, I honestly thought I was gonna get it wrong. If I'm being real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was nervous, but once we got into it, we quickly were like, we honed in.
Yeah, we're getting really good at it.
Yeah. So if we were at the border and we saw an unbanded cigar and we were allowed to smoke it at the time, perhaps we'd be able to figure out what you had there and lock you up if you had one.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Yeah, he said he meant we had to take them in through. We had to remove the band before you get to customs. But I remember they were Trinidad cigars. They cost $100 a stick. Yeah, that sounds about right for Trinidad.
Sucks though that you had to remove the band,
yeah.
especially on those Trinidads.
Unless you were able to carefully remove them and then re-glue them with some honey or brown sugar or something.
Yeah.
Or Siglu. We have this new product right now, right?
Yeah,
But that's
Cigar
more
glue.
so for like repair, not putting on a band.
No, but I'm sure it
No.
could work it the same way, no?
If you keep it light,
The band's not really needed though. It's nice, like aesthetically, but like you don't need it.
But some of us like to see the band. I mean, look,
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm looking, when I went to that shop in Toronto the other day, when I was in Toronto for Lisa's surgery, I walked in this tobacco shop just to compare notes and to see this huge display like we have here, but all government bands, not a singular, other than the Cavalier. Cavalier was the only one that had the band showing because it's part of the cigar, not just aesthetics, but you.
what are they
smoke it.
going to do about that?
Yeah.
Right?
So it was just really, it was kind of sad and dull. Meanwhile, here we have banded cigars that, a lot of banded cigars that look beautiful. The aesthetics of it, yeah.
Feels like a real experience.
So what do we think about this in the end? What are your thoughts? I mean, you've had this before. This is something you're used to.
Yep.
Where do you stand on this as a closing thought?
How many times have I smoked this? Probably 3 or 4 times. I'd say this is probably the 5th time around. I really enjoy it. I like the broken flake. Just adds a little bit of extra something before you pack the pipe, with having to break it down. Very nice smoky texture, flavor, smoky flavor. Mixed with a little bit of the dried, or not dried fruit, but toasted fruit. Especially when I paired it with what I was drinking currently. It packed nice. It was nice and moist, so it wasn't overly dry straight out the bag. It's definitely one I would pick up and cellar for a bit, let it age maybe for a year, and then take it out of the jar and see how the flavor has progressed. What about you, Paul?
You know what? For my first Latakia experience, although I know it's only 20% Latakia, this particular blend, the Pese Canu Latakia 20 Broken Flake, it was very different from what I'm used to with the aromatics we've had. And I did like the process. I like the idea, like we were talking about before, that sort of like pause and focus, that singular focus to sort of calm the mind down. If you have a vortex of thought going on, this is a great way to sort of calm down and just focus on this. Initial light, I was surprised. You said campfire. There's definitely a campfire note to this for sure. However, the complexity of it with the toasted fig is what keeps on coming to mind. So toasted fruit, and I don't know. I enjoyed it when I did sort of clean it up a bit there and with the reamer and then relit. I mean, I've got some good smoke coming off of this, and it's still tasty. I gotta slow down. The pipe's getting hot. I'm gonna put this down for now. But overall, yeah, definitely for anybody who is a getting into pipe smoking and wants to get more of a traditional English, refined blend, this would be a good approach. If you want to stray away from the aromatics for a session, this would be it. So I really enjoy this. I also got to say that, coming up, pipes aside, Friday is going to be an interesting day for us. We've got this competition going on between the two of us. I'm not even too sure how it's going to all pan out because I did my part of it today. I'm giving way ambiguous clues here. I did my part of it today.
Free.
You're gonna do your part of it on Thursday.
Free.
Friday that was given away, shouldn't it? Friday we're gonna see the results of what we've been doing those 2 days, and you will decide who did better. You will decide who did better. And there's apparently money on the line in the media department on who did better.
That wasn't supposed to be public knowledge.
Well, it's not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Jokes.
Yeah, I mean, free wasn't supposed to be public knowledge, but now that I know, I'm going to be getting something free out there.
Oddball says, I don't care if it has a band, and it's almost impossible for me to smoke a pipe.
How come? I wonder why. But you know what? Teach their own. I wasn't a pipe smoker until I took lessons from this guy, and I now own a pipe, and I actually use this humidor, this Rocky Pedal humidor, and it's got my pipe and filters and tobacco pouches in it, pipe cleaners and so on. And I'm enjoying the pipe because if you don't have time for a full cigar, pipe is the way to go. 15, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour, way to go. Anyways, that's a lot of talk about a lot of stuff. Until tomorrow, stay smoking.